Hello everybody, this is FilmNerd here again with another unboxing video, and you're probably wondering what exactly is in this little white box here. Well, as the title of the video suggests, this is another unboxing. This time it's going to be on my haul from the recent summer sale from Severin Films. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, Severin Films is a company much like Vinegar Syndrome that is known for releasing all kinds of weird, like cult, horror, and exploitation films on Blu-ray, and in some cases 4K. I've done a couple other videos on their work, unboxing videos, so you can check those out in the little icon at the top right hand corner, or you can just literally look through my channel and find those videos. But anyway, after I had actually placed this order like months ago, and it was delayed because of one specific title that they were selling during their sale that was taking longer than expected, which we'll get into that. But anyway, let's go ahead and open the box and see what we've got. Now, I didn't order a whole lot during the sale because there wasn't really a whole lot that grabbed my attention. But I did pick up one of the new titles, which we'll get into. And on the inside, we've got a bunch of packing peanuts. And I can see one of the titles we got. So let's start off with this first one here. So first up, we've got Zombie 4 After Death from Claudio Fragasso. As you can see here, it's got a little sticker, limited edition, 3,000 units only, with bonus soundtrack CD, music composed and conducted by Al Festa. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and unwrap this. So I guess to kind of give a truncated history, so George Romero's Dawn of the Dead was released in Italy as Zombie, and then Lucio Fulci made the film Zombie 2, which in America was released as Zombie. And then there were a bunch of other zombie movies made in Italy. Fulci actually made Zombie 3 with Bruno Mattei and Claudio Fragasso, and then Fragasso made this film, Zombie 4 After Death. Now, I actually already own Fulci's Zombie, Zombie 3, and Zombie 5 Killing Birds, but I didn't have this one, so I figured, you know what, I might as well just kind of complete the set. And I do technically own the first, well, I guess what you would call the first Zombie, which is Dawn of the Dead on Blu-ray. And I'm kind of just talking just so there's something going on while I'm peeling off the little sticker at the top, which I always hate these things. They're just really annoying to remove, especially when when this happens, when like you're peeling it off, but then a little piece of it is still stuck there, and you have to try to get it off. So I'm just gonna, okay, last little sticker. Like, I really wish companies would stop doing this. But anyway, so front cover, we have a film by Claudio Fragasso, Zombie 4 After Death. And what's actually kind of interesting is the zombie movies, at least in Italy, they were spelled without the E, so it's kind of weird that this would have the E at the end of it. But anyway, that's the front cover. On the spine, if the camera can focus on it. And let me focus here. Come on, focus. There we go. So we got Zombie 4. There's a Severin Films logo down there. And on the back, we've got a read up here. If you want to pause the video real quick and just read through that. And yes, this is from the same director as Troll 2, which I'm sure most of you are probably aware of that movie. And then we've got our bonus features here, including interviews, behind the scenes footage, and the trailer. And then we got our specifications down here. Yeah, directed by Clyde Anderson. Yeah, a lot of Italian directors use pseudonyms to make themselves sound more American. Anyway, pop it open. And inside, we've got our Blu-ray disc, which has just the same artwork as the front cover. And then we also have the soundtrack CD from Al Festa. And let me see if this has any reverse cover. Okay, no, it doesn't come with a reverse cover. Because I just want to make, because sometimes these will come with like a reversible cover art, but this one doesn't. So anyway, that is Zombie 4 After Death, if the camera wants to focus on that. Okay, there we go. Just set that over there. And next up, we've got a sticker from Severin Films. So that's nice. And now we've got one title from them that I was really excited about when I first heard it was coming out, The Changeling. Now, this isn't the first time Severin Films released The Changeling. They had already released it on Blu-ray, but this is the 4K of The Changeling. And this is a really cool slipcover with the hand holding the ball, which if you've seen the movie, you know what that's about. And then you got the title here, The Changeling, which is lovingly embossed. Just really love it. It's very cool. On the spine here, you got The Changeling. You've got the Severin Films logo down there and a little picture of George C. Scott, who stars in the movie. And on the back, it looks like it's another kind of poster artwork for the movie with a little quote here from DVD Beaver, if you want to pause and just read through that real quick. But yeah, there's the slip, and we'll just take that off. And the inside, we've got the 4K here with the tagline for the movie. You know, how did you die, Joseph? Did you die in this house? Why do you remain? The Changeling. And let me unwrap this. And I've actually reviewed The Changeling on my site. I'll leave a link to the review in the description below. If I could just get this. Hang on, I gotta get the knife. All right, let's get that. Okay, now let's see if I can get the, there we go. Okay, because sometimes the plastic wrap can be a little hard to get off. But yeah, The Changeling, if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend this movie. It's a very creepy, like haunted house type film. Like it's kind of got sort of a Shining sort of vibe, which is funny because this movie came out the same year as The Shining, 1980. But I think it's a really creepy, really effective haunted house film with one of George C. Scott's best performances. So I highly recommend The Changeling. But yeah, here's the front, the spine, just says The Changeling. And the back, we've got a pretty lengthy read up here if you want to pause the video. Let me try to focus on that. There we go. If you want to pause the video and just read through that. And as you can see at the top, it's a 3-disc collection, which includes a new 4K scan, plus Blu-ray, and new bonus features, and the soundtrack CD. And there are all the bonus features right here. As you can see, the 4K disc comes with a commentary track, and then we've got all the bonus features on the included Blu-ray disc. And we've also got the soundtrack CD. So there you go. Then the specifications, the full back. Let me focus. There we go. And popping it open, we've got a little card here, which I believe this is the Japanese poster for The Changeling. And on the back, we've got the soundtrack listing of every single track on here. Music conducted and arranged by Ken. And let me focus it again. By Ken Wanberg, music composed by Rick Wilkins, with additional music by Howard Blake. So there's that. Oop, butterfingers. So anyway, so first up, we've got our 4K disc, which looks really cool. I love the red on black. It's a really great color scheme. Then we'll flip this over, and we've got our Blu-ray disc right here. And then we've also got the soundtrack on CD right here. Very cool. And let's see, is there reverse cover art? There's not. Okay, just got to make sure, because sometimes you never know with these. But yeah, like I said, The Changeling is a really cool haunted house type film with one of George C. Scott's best performances. Like if any of you guys decide to watch any movie from this video, I highly recommend The Changeling. This one gets my highest approval recommendation. Anyway, let's see if I can actually get Zombie 4 to stand up. Probably can't, but that's fine. I'll just set it off to the side. And then last but not least, we've got the title that made this thing come out much sooner than expected, and that is Maniac 2, Love to Kill. So I guess to kind of give a little bit of history, there was a movie called Maniac from 1980 with Joe Spinells, directed by William Lustig, there is no Maniac 2. This is actually the last horror film, which I reviewed for Trauma Tuesdays a while back. But for this particular release, Severin decided to go with this slip cover, which I guess is like an alternate title for the movie, because they did that before. Like when they released Shocking Dark, they used the Terminator 2 cover, and when they released what was it? I think it was called like Night Killer or something. They used the cover that said Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. But so for this movie, the last horror film, they went with Maniac 2, Love to Kill. But anyway, yeah, so you got this front cover. Well, actually, let me take the plastic wrap off first, because it's creating a bit of a glare. Hang on, let me get my knife. Just kind of cut it right around here. There we go. But yeah, talk about the last horror film itself. It's a decent little movie. It's worth it because the movie was shot at the Cannes Film Festival in 1981, so you kind of get a sense of what the festival was like back then, seeing like a lot of the movies that were being promoted. And it's always nice to see Joe Spinell and Caroline Munro in the same film together. But anyway, yeah, so you got this slip cover with an embossed title, Maniac 2, Love to Kill. And the poster, I mean, not poster, the artwork here is very similar to what was used for the original Maniac. So, and then we go over to the spine, Maniac 2, Love to Kill, right there. And the back features an image of Joe Spinell, who in the movie plays a fan who's obsessed with an actress. So he literally flies out to Cannes to stalk her and put her in this hypothetical movie he's making. But anyway, so on the inside here, let me get these out. So the first thing we've got is the 4K release of the last horror film, which is what it's actually called. And the tagline is, "She came from Hollywood, he came from hell." Let's see, should I? Yeah, I don't think I have to censor it because there's nothing really explicit being shown. I mean, the woman is naked, but, you know, the film strips are kind of covering her up. So, but yeah, we got this cover here, which is pretty cool. And then we've got the spine that also says the last horror film. And then the back here, we've got a pretty lengthy read-up. If you want to pause the video real quick and just read through that. And then we've got our bonus features here, if the camera will focus. There we go. Got commentary tracks, a little thing on Joe Spinell, and some other interviews. Then we've got our specifications down here. There's the full back. Let me refocus, come on, there we go. And then we'll just pop this open. And we've got our discs here. We've got our Blu-ray disc, if I can get, there we go. There's the Blu-ray disc. And then we've also got our 4K disc right here. And it's kind of cool. The Blu-ray disc has Caroline Munro repeated. This one has Joe Spinell repeated. So, and then let's see if there's any reverse cover, or there is not. Okay, just got to make sure. But yeah, I actually did review this movie a while back for Trauma Tuesdays, which I'll leave a link to that review in the description. But anyway, that's the Blu-ray, or the 4K anyway. And then we also got this booklet here called How Not to Make a Horror Film by John Hamilton, who I believe was the producer of the last horror film and was actually married to Caroline Munro at the time. I don't know if they still are today. There we go, just making sure the title's in focus. But anyway, yeah, here's the front cover. And it's a pretty thick booklet. Yeah, we got part 1, How Not to Make a Horror Film, and part 2, A Violent, Non-Violent Statement. But yeah, we got a pretty lengthy read up here on the movie, talk about the history of it. Got some pictures in here of the set of filming. Definitely, I always do love whenever you get Blu-rays, or at least in this case 4Ks, that have you know, booklets in them to kind of give you some more info on the movie itself. But anyway, yeah, that's the booklet. Let's go ahead and pop these back in. Slip there, and this goes here. And there you go. That's my summer sale unboxing video. Like I said, I didn't order a whole lot. There weren't a whole lot of titles that really caught my eye except for these. Because like I said, the one I was really interested in was The Last Horror Film, which this is the reason why this order took so long to come out. I ordered all this in July, and it didn't come until September. But yeah, that's my unboxing video. And, like a lot of these, I do recommend checking out Severin Films. They've got all kinds of weird, like, cult horror and exploitation films. They really specialize in lesser-known Italian horror films. So if that's the kind of thing you're into, I definitely recommend checking these guys out. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Look forward to more videos and more reviews coming out soon. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.